Join me as I challenge myself to experience and document the wonders of God in just 24 hours. You know, we've all heard those incredible stories of God's wonders manifesting in people's lives, often when they least expect it. It's as if the universe decides to suddenly shift in their favor, bringing them joy, peace, and fulfillment in ways they never thought possible. And you know what? I truly believe that's available to each and every one of us, if we just open our hearts and minds to receive it. We all go through tough times, though. There are those moments when life just seems to be weighing us down, and no matter how hard we try, things just don't seem to be getting better. We feel stuck, lost, and helpless. And it's easy to lose sight of the fact that God is still working in our lives, even when we can't see it. It's easy to start wondering if anyone even cares about our struggles, or if we're just supposed to suffer through them on our own. But the truth is, we're not alone. There are people all around us who are going through the exact same things, and yet we often feel like we're the only ones struggling. We compare our lives to others on social media, thinking that everyone else has it together except for us, and that just adds to the feelings of inadequacy and despair. And let me tell you, it's a vicious cycle that's hard to break free from. But I want you to know that there is hope. There is a way out of that darkness, and it's not just about trying harder or being more positive. It's about surrendering to a power that's greater than ourselves and trusting that everything is going to work out for our good. I want to share with you some incredible stories of people who have experienced God's wonders in their lives, often in just 24 hours. These are stories of rapid change, of miracles, of divine timing, and they're going to blow your mind. Get ready to be inspired. There was this one woman who was struggling to make ends meet, working multiple jobs just to put food on the table. She was feeling hopeless, like she was never going to get out of that situation. But then, out of nowhere, she received an unexpected check in the mail for exactly the amount she needed to pay her rent. I mean, what are the chances of that happening? It was as if God was saying, "I've got you, I've got this." There was this one woman who was struggling to make ends meet, working multiple jobs just to put food on the table. She was feeling hopeless, like she was never going to get out of that situation. But then, out of nowhere, she received an unexpected check in the mail for exactly the amount she needed to pay her rent. I mean, what are the chances of that happening? It was as if God was saying, "I've got you, I've got this." Another story that comes to mind is about a man who was struggling with addiction. He had tried every rehab, every support group, every treatment program under the sun, but nothing seemed to be working. He was at rock bottom, feeling like he was going to lose everything that mattered to him. But then, in a moment of desperation, he cried out to God. And the next morning, he woke up with no desire to use anymore. It was as if the craving had just disappeared overnight. There was also this incredible story of a woman who was diagnosed with a terminal illness, and the doctors told her she only had a short time left to live. But she refused to give up. She started praying, she started believing, and within 24 hours, she received a call from the doctor saying that they had made a mistake, that she was actually misdiagnosed. I mean, what would you even say to that? It's mind-boggling. And then there was this young boy who was bullied relentlessly in school. He felt like he was all alone, like no one understood what he was going through. But one day, he decided to take a stand, to start believing that he was worth more than what those bullies were saying about him. And you know what? Within 24 hours, the bullies apologized, and the whole school started rallying around him. It was like a complete turnaround. One story that really stands out to me is about a woman who was going through a tough breakup. She was heartbroken, feeling like she was never going to love again. But then, she started praying. She started believing that God had someone better in store for her. And literally within 24 hours, she met the love of her life. I mean, talk about divine timing. God's wonders are real, guys. They're not just stories we tell to make ourselves feel better. They're tangible, they're real. and they're available to each and every one of us. So I want to encourage you to stay hopeful, to keep believing, even when things seem impossible. If you've been inspired by these stories, I want to encourage you to share your own experiences in the comments below. What are some God wonders that have happened in your life? Let's lift each other up. Let's encourage each other to keep believing. And let's see what amazing things God is going to do in our lives. And if you want to hear more stories like these, be sure to check out our related videos for more inspiration. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe to be notified of other videos like this. God bless you and your family from the Grace with Faith channel.